We've all seen that fancy desk setup that looked like this, or this, or even this. And you probably thought, I need this desk setup to be good at my job. And this is true for ethical hackers who are generally depicted in movies in Hollywood, sitting in front of expensive and fancy equipment. The truth is, you can do your job just right with a decent desk setup. And I am going to prove this to you in this video. Oh, I almost forgot. Stick to the end for an alternative to the fancy and latest trends in desk setups.
Head over to Patreon for bloopers.
Welcome to the Hackerish YouTube channel dedicated to anyone who wants to become an ethical hacker. Throughout my career in cybersecurity and as a beginner in the YouTube world, I've worked with different desk setups, from ultra-wide monitors to standing desks, from having multiple screens to hacking on the couch with a 13-inch laptop. I've seen it all, and throughout my experience, I've come to the conclusion that fancy and expensive doesn't necessarily translate to efficient and productive. And here are the key points that you should consider for your desk setup. The first question you should ask yourself is whether your desk setup will help you get the work done. Personally, as a team leader and penetration tester, I only need a laptop and internet access. I can literally be sitting on my couch while managing the team and responding to emails and managing the pentest projects. Therefore, if I want to get work done, I basically just need a place to sit. That's it. This was my desk for a long time. Pretty lame, but it gets the job done. Things have changed when I started my YouTube channel though. If you recall from my first videos, the audio quality was not quite good. Listen to this portion.
Why practicing OWASP Top 10 training on OWASP Bootstrap? Well,
awful, right? So I invested in an external microphone with a USB because again, I only needed equipment that gets the job done. In this case, it was good audio quality with minimal overhead. If you want more details about the microphone I'm using, drop me a comment below and I'll dedicate a video for it. Of course, I also needed a camera for my videos, although pretty much all my videos are based on screen recording. For instance, all the B-roll scenes that you see in this video are shot on the Pocket 2. However, I really regret not having tested it indoors before buying it, because the sound indoors is not that good. You may have watched my previous video about the Pexels certification, and I was using the audio directly from the Pocket 2. Let's check it out.
I have recently done the Pentester Academy Certified Enterprise Specialist, PACES, and
trust me, I spend a lot of time in post-production to avoid hurting your ears with the audio. I'm currently considering buying a dedicated camera like the Sony ZV-E10. It's just that currently it's out of stock, so I can't buy it. So instead, I'm shooting it on my phone. Again, just get the work done. Now, getting your work done is one thing, and get it done productively is a totally different thing. And that's why that's the second point you need to consider when choosing a desk setup. It should help you get productive. Sure, I can lay on the couch and work, but guess what? After 15 minutes, I'll get tired and sit in the weirdest possible positions. You've certainly done the same, didn't you? The thing is, while I get the work done, I don't feel productive. I mean, how on earth would you be productive when you're typing on the keyboard with one hand because the other one is holding the laptop which got hot? So I long worked on a desk, a small desk from IKEA. Yeah, that's the one you saw earlier. But it's so small I couldn't fit all my equipment and laptop, my glasses, my headphones, my smartphone, all in one place. Let alone any YouTube gear, such as a microphone or a camera. Therefore, I bought a bigger desk and the famous drawers from IKEA, as well as a more comfortable chair from Amazon. I also bought a pair of noise-cancelling headphones to help me focus when I'm working, especially from home. Again, if you want to learn more about the equipment that I'm using currently, drop me a comment below. And let me tell you that this upgrade made a huge difference in my productivity. Because I was able to sit comfortably on the chair, I spent more time working. I also could store and get quick access to my equipment from the drawers. It just made work easier and quicker to get done. I could even afford putting gadgets such as plants on my desktop. I don't know if it makes your mood better, but it definitely boosts mine. Well, you might ask, Why I don't use external monitors? Well, for my day-to-day job, I don't really need them. I mean, why spend $1,000 on an ultra-wide monitor while you could spin up several virtual desktops right inside your laptop? However, for content creation, I'm seriously considering buying 1 or 2 monitors as well as an external mouse in order to help me streamline the process and get the job done quicker. The video editing is still doable on my 13-inch laptop without an external mouse, but it's certainly not productive. And quite frankly, it's a bit painful to have worked these years editing videos on just my laptop. So if you want to show a support, hit that like button. Now, sitting for long periods of time in front of the computer is certainly productive, especially with the noise-cancelling headphones. You just get in the zone and get your job done and forget about time. But your health will suffer for the long run. And with remote work, which is a trending thing recently, most of your time will be spent either sitting or sleeping on the bed. So I find it quite challenging to get up in the morning and have to sit for hours in front of my computer. I know, you would say, just get a walk, get some fresh air, and you'd be right. It's certainly a great idea when it's sunny outside, but it's not the case when it's raining. You know what? I think that's the perfect timing to go outside. I'll go for a short walk.
Do you hear that? Oh, it's so nice to be here in the nature. Get some fresh air and listen to the birds. It's just so relaxing. Recently, I experienced standing desks for the first time when I was doing an engagement for a client, and it was a life-changing experience, to be honest. I found myself more active because I was standing in the morning instead of, getting off of the bed and then having to sit down on the chair in front of the computer. I really liked the experience. I think I'm gonna buy a standing desk in the future. The only thing which is holding me right now is the fact that I can exercise from time to time and take some short walks like I'm doing here. It feels so great to connect with the nature.
You don't have to spend a lot of money to be able to do your work productively while preserving your health. You can still have all of that without breaking the bank. As a pen tester, I would suggest you invest in a comfortable chair and a medium-sized desk. You'll get the computer from your company, so that's out of the way. And if you're lucky, your company might have a home office package that you can use to pay for your desk setup. If you don't have this privilege, or if you're just a student or a bug bounty hunter, don't worry. You can still buy second-hand products from several marketplaces, depending on your country. And you can certainly use Facebook Marketplace to buy almost all what you need for your desk setup without breaking the bank. You just have to make sure that the products are not damaged. So pay attention to that before buying. Some people love to reflect their personality on their desk setup. Think about it for a moment. You live in your workplace, whether it's in the office or at home, for about 40 hours a week, if you have a full job, of course. So it makes sense to customize it to your taste. For part-timers and independent people, let me know how many hours you spend on your desk in the comments below. Anyways, a desk setup can certainly reflect your personality, and you can customize it to your taste without having to purchase expensive equipments and gadgets. Unless you like spending money, of course. For me, a desk setup should be optimal, minimalist, where you can work efficiently and creatively, and where you can put your personal gadgets, depending on your personal taste. So let me know in the comments below what objects you like to showcase on your desk. A lot of people think that in order to be good at their job, they need to buy expensive and fancy equipment for their desk setups. Hopefully by now, you're convinced, at least partially, that this is not true. You have certainly seen clips about elite bug bounty hunters in live hacking events. They don't bring their desk setups with them. They only need their laptops, tools, and most importantly, their brains. You can certainly do your job just fine with minimal but optimal desk setup that boosts your productivity, reflects your personality, is not expensive, and most importantly, doesn't hurt your health. If you're still here, let me first thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. To conclude the video, I'll deliver on my promise that you should focus on developing your skill set instead of following whatever trendy desk setups you find on the internet. So, if you want to become an elite, invest some time in the basics. Go watch this series right here, which is literally a free hands-on training that will get you started in web hacking. See you there. Hey, don't forget to subscribe for the upcoming videos. As always, stay curious, keep learning, and go find some bugs.
Head over to Patreon for bloopers.